Okay, you guys know how you put a search in for something, and then all these things pop up underneath it. So you guys, people also ask, what evidence do they have on the Moscow, Idaho murders? Chief among that evidence is a leather knife sheath that was left on a bed in one of the two bedrooms where the murders took place. A Moscow police corporal said in an affidavit that DNA was found on the sheath. Okay, there's that one. Who is the suspect? Brian Koberger, 28, indicted in May in the stabbing deaths of the 4 students found dead in a home in Moscow, Idaho in November. Okay, there's that one. What was the motive? 13 stabbing deaths of Ethan Chapin, 20, Xana Kernodle, 20, Madison Mogen, 21, and Kaylee Gonzalez, 21, at their rented home in Moscow, Idaho. A supercharged drug combo of speed and heroin would have fueled the beast's killing rampage, a top private investigator tells Globe. Okay, this is the one we're reading, because that is bizarre. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Okay. This was in March 20th, 2023. Twisted addiction addict was chasing next high. This is such bullcrap. The psycho who butchered this. You know what? I don't even think I can read this. Okay, he was flying high up. It's just such bullcrap. Okay, this is why I believe this is bullcrap. How is he able to drive? Let's just bring that out in the open. If this is the case, how is he able to drive back home? And then, what do you leave pretty soon after that, right? No. And, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. You know what? I remember reading something about this way early. But you know what? It wasn't about Brian Koberger. Oh my gosh. Okay, I wonder if I can find that article. All right, so this is not who I remember reading this about. I think I remember reading this about that Curtis guy. Oh, dang, I always forget his name. James Curtis Leonard, something like that, who was arrested December 6th after beating his wife up, went to jail, and when he was on $100,000 bail because they thought he might be the one, the murderer of the Idaho 4. He also had a cast on. He also had a bunch of cuts on him because they said that when they went to find him after he beat his wife up that day, they found him in the back bedroom or something like that, cutting himself. Yeah, cutting himself. So, what if he already had cuts on his arm? What if he already was cut up and he was cutting himself to cover up those cuts, to make it look like they were not from earlier that day, that morning, whatever. Or, earlier in November. Maybe they were old, but maybe they were still open. Maybe I don't know. But that guy has always been somebody on my radar. So, and apparently in the news articles with him, that his wife, who also did a article of, that one guy, Sean something, who was cruising around talking with people, he's a reporter, and maybe it was the reporter I just told you about, or just read about, I don't know. But she and her daughter were talking on a recording and telling about some things. Sleuthy Goosey has that. It's really good. If I can get it, find the link, I'll get it in my, I'll put it in my description. You guys know who she is. I'm sure you guys have all watched her. Pretty sure you guys know who she is. Everybody does, in my opinion. She's great. So it was said that he was off his medications. He was drunk. And yeah, I don't know. This whole thing that just reminds me of this. This is nuts. They referred to that other guy, Curtis, as Jekyll and Hyde when he's off his medication. They have taken this and they have put Koberger's name in it. Wild. I am going to have to, let me make sure I copy this. I saved this little baby to put in the link or in the description. But this is crazy. I seriously think this was the article of the other guy, and they just changed the names in here. Wow, this is deceptive. This is sick. This is wrong. Wow, this is yucky.